Welcome, Minneapolis junior, senior high school fans, here on February the 14th, 2020, Valentine's Day. Another set of NCAA action for the girls and the boys tonight is hosted by the Southeast of Saline Trojans. Dale Leach and Scott Oshman here to bring you these games tonight on CityLakeTV.com on the World Wide Web. First off, the Lady Lions will start off with the game versus the Lady Trojans. The Lady Trojans are 11-5 overall, 5-3 in the league, tied for third place. Minneapolis is 5-11 overall with a 2-6 NCAA mark, and have a sixth place setting right now for league. The Lady Trojans are averaging giving up 41 points a game and averaging scoring 47. So they're a +6 scoring margin. The Lady Lions are giving up 42 points a game average and giving up an average of 35 points. So they are a -7 on the season. They played earlier on January 19th in Minneapolis, January 13th in Minneapolis, excuse me. The Lady Trojans won up there 57-40. This is the 97th game in the series, dating back to 1977. Southeast leads the series, 54 wins to 42 losses. At Southeast here, they own a 31 win to 16 loss advantage. Southeast has won the last 4 games in a row. Minneapolis last won versus Southeast Saline on January 5th at January 5th, 2018 at MHS. The last win here at Southeast Saline for Minneapolis was back on February 10th, 2012, so we got to track back a ways for that. Team's back a little more to full strength tonight. Maddie Lang is back from family leave with death in the family. Took her out of state. We want to wish our sincere condolences to the family. Lady Lions came off with a nice win, 45-37 over Ellsworth Bearcats at Ellsworth last Tuesday night. Very impressive win. We hope that some of the improvement that we've seen in the last several games for the Lady Lions will continue here tonight against Southeast Saline. And even though they had some additional scoring sometimes that we're not used to, one of the big things that impressed me as much as anything, Scott, about that game Tuesday night was 4 turnovers on the Lady Lions.
Yeah, they did a much better job of controlling the ball on Tuesday night. It's something we really haven't seen all year, and I'm not sure when we've seen that few turnovers. They really did a nice job.
For either squad, boys, girls or boys. I mean, that's just fantastic. 4 turnovers only. Well, it's about ready to get things underway here with the introductions.
Lady Lions in their road blue and Southeast of Saline in their home white. As we want to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day as you're joining us here on CityLink Minneapolis. Lady Lions and the Southeast of Trojans will have the starting lineups in just a second. Minneapolis, as we said earlier, in their road blue, and Southeast in their home white. Southeast, if I remember right, they had a lot of 3-pointers last time we played them. I had to go back.
Could be for a long time. I don't remember. That wouldn't surprise me.
For Minneapolis, starting Christy Nelson, a senior for the Lady Lions. For Southeast Saline, number 2, senior Mary Tilbury. For Minneapolis, another senior, Zoe Shoup. Zoe and Kirsty both had a good game the other night. For Southeast of Saline, number 4, Madison Fear. She's a senior as well. For Minneapolis, a sophomore, number 11, Cameron Cleveland. And for Southeast of Saline, number 20 Keely Orr, and she is a senior. For Minneapolis, a junior, number 21, Courtney Forte. And for Southeast of Saline, number 25. Must be senior night. Elena Yakubolks. Can't even pronounce that. And Greek. Minneapolis. Number 23. The junior, Maddie Lang. And for Southeast of Saline, number 24. I don't have that. No, number 34. So, Kristen Schlesner. She's a sophomore. So.
The JV boys lost close from 56 to 55 here a few minutes ago.
I'll try to get over here a little bit quicker to see that. And, Southeast has got some freshmen. They've got some talent coming.
4 regular season games left here in this 2019-20 season. Counting tonight. After tonight, we've got 3 straight home games.
Yeah, they're hard to get. I know. It's going to be kind of nice. So. As we get ready to jump here for Minneapolis, Courtney Forte, and I can't tell you who's jumping for them. I think it's the Alcon-Plus. I can't even 34. Yeah. Tip goes in the hands of Minneapolis. They get on the right-hand side to Christian Nelson. She dribbles in, and she's going to travel with it, trying to go through a double team.
Looked to me like I saw an arm on her arm, forcing a foul, but no foul called.
Carson gets it on the outside to Madison Fear. Fear will kick it back out and see work the ball right to left, backward to Fear. Fear with the basketball. She goes to the right-hand side, kicks it down low, and it's going to be turned over back in the hands of Minneapolis. Shooting the ball, she pushes it down, kicks it all the way over, and gets it to Kirsty Nelson. Kirsty pulls it back into Cleveland, gets it back to Shoop. Shoop will set it up. 7:24 in the scoreless ball game here in the first. Shoop swing pass over the left over to sorry, back over to Kirsty Nelson. I got to get my names down. Kirsty back over to Lang. Lang with the basketball, looks down low, has a nice pass down low, and in for the bucket is Kirsty Nelson. Great feed by Maddie Lang. Southeast pulls it down, gets it in the paint, shot is up, and it's good by number 20, Keely Orr. They will pick up a full court press. Minneapolis is going to break it, and we're going to turn it over, and gets it right back to Southeast. Southeast kicks it all the way out and swing pass all the way down. Almost a travel, no call. 3-point shot is up off the mark, and it's going to be Shoop picked up by Kirsty Nelson. Nelson back in the hands of Shoop. Shoop will bring it down. They've got numbers, and they kick it back out to Nelson. Nelson back to Shoop. Nice job by the Lady Lions. Tied up at 2 here, 6:17 in the first. Nelson with the ball on the right-hand side. Looks down low, gets it down to Shoop. Shoop in the paint, pulls it back out, gets it to Nelson. Nelson, the drive, kicks it back out to Shoop. Man defense picked up by Southeast of Saline. Nelson with the basketball. She looks for Cutter, has nothing, gets it back out to Forte. Forte back to Lang. Lang with the basketball. Back to Cleveland at the top of the key. Cleveland on the right-hand side to Forte. Forte back to Nelson. Nelson will drive in from the left-hand side. Up, and it's no good. She'll get fouled. She'll go to the line. Nice job. I noticed it on the other night. Schlesner with the foul. One of the things I noticed on that deal is they were giving us the left hand every single time, and when we took advantage of it, it was sure making a difference. Now, granted, that's easier said than done, but Kirsty did it on that one right there with the left hand. Second free throw's up, and it's good as she makes them both. It makes it a 42 ball game. Ball goes back in the left-hand side, and the hands They're going to turn over.
Back court.
Shoot will set it up for the Lady Lions. Shoot over here to the left-hand side. Gets it back over to Nelson. Nelson back to shoot for three. Up, and it is good. Nice job. One of the things we saw last week is Zoe shooting the ball really well.
This is the third game in a row she's been hitting some threes. It's very much
needed, absolutely. Southeast kicks it out. Three-point shot by Carson Schlesinger, and she hits a three to bring with him two. Nelson with the basketball, full-court press picked up. Gets it back out to down low to Forte. Oh, nice move by Forte in the paint, and it's good. Great move down low by Courtney Forte. And got her up in the air, and she put a nice move to the right-hand side. And we're going to get a foul on the floor on Cameron Cleveland.
Cameron Cleveland, their first personal foul. And for the Lady Lions, Elena Cozart, and for
Southeast gets in Emily Mears for Southeast, and Elena Cozart checks in for Minneapolis. Shot it on the outside, and it's good. And Schlesinger hits another bucket. This one just a two, but she's got 5 points. And Minneapolis still has a lead, but only by 2, 9-7. Shoot with the basketball. Looks over to Maddie Lang. Lang back over. It goes to Cozart. Cozart back to Lang. Lang back to Nelson. Back to Shoot. Shoot will drive. And tries to kick it in and doesn't have any luck. And Schlesinger back on the outside. They will work it. Schlesinger on the outside. She fakes. Takes the shot and misses it. Kicks it back out. Picked up by Minneapolis as they were working back. Elena Cozart with the rebound. 9-7 Lady Lions. They try to go into Forte, and she'll get fouled in the paint.
Mears, I believe.
You're right there. First foul. Checking back in for Minneapolis. Cameron Cleveland as Maddie Line checks out. Cleveland back to Shoot. Shoot has nothing. And she will bring it back towards the top of the key to set this up. 3:38 in the first. 9-7. Lady Lions. Cleveland with the basketball. Back over to Shoot. Shoot looks down low, has nothing. Back to Nelson for three. Good. Nice job, Kirsty Nelson, as she hits a big three right there. And she gets a big bucket right there. Back to top, Southeast in the paint, up and good. As I thought she might have taken the extra step there, Keely Moore, no call. And back it goes to Nelson, another three, and it's good. Kirsty Nelson has 8 points. Actually, 10 points. That's a big three right there. She gets her 10-point, 15-9 Lady Lions with a nice throw. 2 trays for her. Got 2 trays, a field goal, and 2 free throws. As she leads scoring right now with 10 points. We'll be right back.
The Messenger Clothing Company has locations in Minneapolis and Saline and design custom clothing for your team, business, group, or event for screen printing and embroidery. We feature online design and ordering for your convenience. Contact us at 705-823-7752 or by email at sales@messengerclothingcompany.com for all your custom clothing printing needs today. Go Minneapolis Lions.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School here as Minneapolis has lead 15-9. Southeast with the basketball. Over with the basketball. Back to the top of the key. Goes. The left-hand side she goes in. Gets it back out to Schlesinger. Back over. Nice drive in. Picked up and stolen by 14. She's going to get fouled. Oh, wow. Wow.
Steal on a turnover, huh?
That's pretty wild. She was really just absolutely beat up down there. She says they whistle for a travel. And we'll go back to Southeast. And they'll take the open three. Bank, no good. Rebounded by Forte. Nice rebound by Forte right there. Gets it up to Cozart, and it's up, no good. And rebounded by Schlesner. Schlesner will bring it back the other direction for Southeast. She goes right through paint. Shot up, no good. And rebounded by Shoot with the basketball. Nice pass. Oh, good read there by Shoot. Couldn't quite get it there. Southeast takes it out of bounds. It'll stay with Minneapolis. Maddie Lang checks in for Courtney Forte. Nelson inbounds the ball. Gets it into Cleveland, up and good. Nice quick shot and a release by Cameron Cleveland in the paint. She gets it off quickly. 17-9, Lee Lyons with the lead. Schlesner back on the outside. Nice drive, kicks it back out. Wide open, three-pointer up, no good. But rebounded by Southeast is Madison Field gets the rebound on the putback. Nelson for three, not quite there, and that's going to be a foul on Maddie Lyons.
Yiannakopoulos. Something like that. Got the rebound.
Yeah. I'll let you pronounce that. I'll just go ahead and stay with Elena.
Yiannakopoulos.
Okay, I'll work on that. Yiannakopoulos. Well, Schlesner with the basketball right now for Southeast. You guys kick it back to the left-hand side as she works the ball around. Schlesner drive, no good, no pass. Shot up and good by Madison Feeder. Southeast trying to get back in this, 17-13, 119 here in the first. Good pass down low, can't quite get it. Great pass by Cozart. Just couldn't quite get it off the board. 1 minute left here in the first quarter, 17-13, Lee Lyons. Oh, three-point shot up, no good. But Fear with the rebound. She can't get it, and rebounded by Courtney Forte. Nice rebound by Courtney. Gets it up to Kirsty Nelson. Kirsty, back it goes to Cleveland. Cleveland back on the outside to three-point shot, no good. Off of Cozart. Back the other direction it goes. And all the way in, rebounded by Forte, back to Cleveland. 34 seconds left. Lady Lions 17-13 with the ball and the lead. 30 seconds here in the first quarter. Comes over the basketball on the right-hand side. Back it goes to Cleveland. Back to Nelson. Nelson will work it around. Gets it in the paint to Cozart. Can't get it. A rebound by Courtney Forte, and she puts it in. Nice rebound by Forte and the put in. Minneapolis extends the lead 19-13. 12 seconds here in the first quarter as they work at the right-hand side. Southeast will kick it back out. Schlesner, three-point shot up, and it is no good. And rebounded by Southeast. They'll put it up, no good. And I get a little help from some friendlies in front of me. If they sit down, you mean? Yeah, some wise, gray-haired gentleman sitting in front of me, standing in front of me, having a hard time seeing the court. So, 19-13 at the end of one, Minneapolis with the lead. We'll be back after this word.
When it's go time with it, the Pioneer team says whiskey from the word go. There's a step of the road. With high-performance Pioneer brand products and local insights, they'll help you choose a lineup of products tailored to your fields and proven just down the road. See Sheldon Doherty at River Hill C about those Pioneer brand products. And go Lions. See American Family Insurance agent Scott Osherman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions.
No, Scott, this is one of the most impressive quarters I've seen the girls have this year. They came out and they're really playing some good basketball here. Shooting well, pretty good on defense and offense. They have only downfalls 4 turnovers for this quarter, but it's been worse.
Yeah. I look back in the stats. The first time we played them, they had 11 3-pointers the first game.
Wow. Yeah.
So Southeast still looking basketball. Then swing back over to Schlesinger. She's had one of the 3. She puts them another one. She gets it. That's the one that had a good night the first time we played them and led all scoring. She's got 8 points so far. Minneapolis 3-point shot is up and good by Cleveland as Cameron Cleveland drops the tray on the left-hand side. Back it goes Southeast. 22-16, Minneapolis with the lead. Shot in the paint, up, no good. Rebounded by Lang. Lang back to shoot. Shoot will bring it down to set it up. And she'll get back to Cleveland. Cleveland over to Lang. Lang back to Cleveland. So we look around, back it goes to shoot. Shoot drives, pulls it back out. So look at the inside, has nothing, goes back to Cleveland, back to Cozart. Cozart back to Cleveland. Swing pass, and now it'll be tipped out of bounds off of Tilburg, still in Minneapolis, as Christy Nelson checks in for Elena Cozart. 6:47 here in the second. Shoot with the basketball. Lang gets it down low, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds in the state of Minneapolis. Nice look down low to the Lady Lions, just couldn't quite get it to her. Castleman checks in for Southeast of Saline. She had a pretty good night. Oh, great pass down low, and she feeds her nicely as Courtney Forte gets a nice bucket in the paint. Can't tell you who made that pass. It was on a dime. Nice shot. Nice pass. Nice shot. Southeast Saline. Minneapolis extends. They go in the paint. Up, no good. Rebounded by Southeast. As in the paint it goes. Up and good is Kitty Ward. 24-18, Lady Lions with the lead. 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. As they get it back to shoot. Shoot takes the shot. No good. Forte in the paint and can't quite get it. But she'll get fouled and go to the line. Great job by Courtney Forte to get that rebound. That's got to be at least 5 rebounds for her. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I forgot to keep track of her individually. Sorry.
First free throw is up and good by Courtney Forte. Foul is on Orr. Second free throw is on its way, and it is good. She makes them both.
Lions very good on free throws so far tonight.
Castleman back to the goose. Swing pass over to Tilburg. Tilburg will drive all the way in, and she'll get the runner. Southeast is answering us point-wise as we go back and forth, 26-20. All those Cleveland, back to Lang. Lang back to shoot. Back to Nelson. Nelson back to shoot. Back to Cleveland. Cleveland looks into Lang. Can't quite hold on to it. And Schlesinger back the other direction. Great job by Cameron Cleveland to read that. But it'll stay with Southeast as she tips it out of bounds. Elena Yalakopoulos checks in. Southeast gets it in. Oh, wow.
That's pretty ticky.
That was very ticky-tacky. Well, I thought they got shoot on that. They called that on Cleveland. That's kind of interesting.
Cleveland's second, 13 foul both sides.
Southeast gets it in. Schlesinger shot is up and no good. And it's going to be off of Forte. And it'll stay with Southeast. Southeast inbounds. Gets it back to the top to Tiller. Tiller will drive in the paint. No good. Rebound by Forte. Back to Shoop. Shoop on the right-hand side. Shoop will pull it down. And it'll be off of Southeast instead of Minneapolis underneath their own basket. Castleman checks back in for the Trojans. Nelson to pull the trigger. Underneath their own basket. They get into Forte, back to Shoop. 26-20, 4:44 left to go in the first. Nelson into Forte in the paint, up and good. Nice pass by Nelson. Great finish by Forte. She gets her 10th point of the first half. Lena all the way in, no good, and couldn't quite get it. Southeast takes a deep shot, and Forte with another big rebound into the hands of Shoop. A big, huge rebound right there, Dale.
She is a fighter under there, I'm telling you.
She is doing amazing down low.
She knows how to claim her space.
Ball goes back in the hands of Nelson. Kersey back goes to Kozart. Kozart back to Shoop. Shoop will drive. Nice drive by Shoop, but she can get fouled by Castleman, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Great job by Shoop.
Foul at Southeast is slated Avery Castleman, her first personal foul.
Shoop the line, shoot two here. First one is up and good.
Castleman is a good-sized freshman, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and she's a shooter. The first time I don't. At least from what I've understood, she's a pretty good shooter. So, second one is up and off the mark. Rebound by Southeast. It's Dr. Cade Castleman's daughter.
I remember she shot well in the JV game, but I don't remember the varsity.
And Schlazer gets the runner in the lane for her 10th point of the first half. 29-22, 3:44. High-scoring first half, Dale. I don't know that I've seen us score this many points in the first half.
Sure, they're doing good with this in three quarters.
Great inlet pass into Forte, and she can get fouled by Minneapolis.
42, I think.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Blake.
Wrong. I thought 42 on Shoop's back. I didn't see the reach in. That's probably what it's called.
Ball goes into Kersey Nelson. He gets the runner up and no good. And rebound by Forte. Puts it in. Nice job by Courtney Forte. Lucky she didn't get over the back call, but she had pretty good position on that. 31-22. Wow, Dale. Lady Lions having a good first half of basketball.
Fantastic half of basketball.
Ball goes back on the outside to Schlazer. Back to Yanakopoulos. Three-point shot is up and good. Oh, no, that was Castleman. Sorry about that. Castleman with the three. Freshman makes his pay, 31-25. 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Swing pass out of order to Nelson. Nelson down low to Forte. Forte back up to Nelson. Nelson, and she's going to get fouled. And foul, I believe, will be on number 31 years. Her second personal. And that is the 16th foul. 16th foul. I looked a little bit too late. Nelson inbounds. Gets an in to shoot. Shoot with the basketball. Crossover. Gets it back over to Kozart. Kozart back to Nelson for three. And it is no good. But Kozart with the rebound. Can't get it. Forte puts it up. She can't get it full either. Great job by both Kozart and Forte. No bucket, but they get two nice offensive rebounds. Schlazer with the basketball. Back to three-pointer up and good. Wow. That's Yanakopoulos, and that's a three-pointer for her. 31-28. And we were up by 9, and just like that, they were within 3.
Three-pointers do that.
2:09 left to go here in the first half. Lady Lions holding on to a lead, 31-28. We'll take a break. You're listening to Saline TV Minneapolis, and we'll be right back.
See American Family Insurance Agent Scott Osman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. Scott Osman Agency with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions. The Citizen State Bank and Trust, with locations in Minneapolis and Bethel, proudly support the Minneapolis High School Lions. Contact either Owen Kimball or Jared Schmidt for all your banking needs, be it home, personal, business, or trust services. We feature online banking, checking and savings accounts, loans, IRAs, and certificates of deposit to help fulfill your hometown banking needs. The Lions
Minneapolis gets trapped down low, Cozart does, and they turn the ball over, and they will come back the other direction in the hands of Castleman. Castleman gets back to Orr down low, picked up by Forte with a nice steal. Back it goes to Shoot. Forte reads that well. I think she's at least got a double-double so far. And rebounds and points is Forte.
If not, pretty darn close.
Yep. Shoot back to... Shoot with the three off the mark and off of Cozart, out of bounds. It'll go to Southeast. Back in the hands of Schlesinger. Schlesinger will bring it down to set up for Southeast. They're working around. Yanakopoulos. Oh, great pass. Down low and up as good as Keely Orr. That was a great pass, Dale. By Yanakopoulos. Shooting back to Lang. Lang, yep, she walked with it. Good call. That was an easy one to make, unfortunately. Back it'll go into the hands of Southeast.
Trojans with the chance to get their first lead of the night. A minute remaining in the half.
Southeast in the corner. Yanakopoulos. She'll take the quick pass over to Schlesinger. Schlesinger, and she gets it. And just like that, they go on a 10-0 run, and they have the lead, 32-31, 44 seconds in the first half. Nice job, steal. Oh, yes, thank you. Nice job by Shoop as she somehow comes up with that and gets the shot up. She'll get fouled. Yanakopoulos with her second personal foul.
For Minneapolis, the shoot two, Zoe Shoop.
Shoop is up. Shot is no good.
And for the Lady Trojans, Meredith Tilburg.
Tilburg checks in for Southeast. 30 seconds left here in the first half. Second free throw by Shoop on its way, and it is good. Ties it up at 32. Back it goes. They're passing around the horn.
Cozart, a great pickoff, and she palms the ball, trying to get control. .9 seconds remaining. Trojans to inbound ball here on the near side.
Madison Fear.
Castleman inbounds for Southeast, and they get it into Schlesinger. Schlesinger back to Tilburg. Tilburg back to Orr. Orr back to Schlesinger. Schlesinger with 6 seconds back to Tilburg. Three-point shot is up. It's no good. And somehow rebounded by Cozart. Nice job by Elena Cozart. And we go into half tied up at 32. Southeast outscores us at that quarter, but still a good first half of basketball for both squads. And Southeast outscores us in that quarter, 19-13. So we switch. We had 19-13 the first quarter. They outscore us 19-13 the second quarter to give the score 32 all at the half. We'll take a break. We'll be back with halftime stats. You're listening to Saline TV Minneapolis. We'll be right back.
The Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the Davidson Agency, with offices in Belfast, Minneapolis, and Bennington. As a nationwide insurance agent and also an independent agent, they have provided hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years. For home, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-4202. At Hometown Hardware, we're proud to support our Minneapolis Lions. Think of us for all your home, farm, or business project needs. As your True Value hardware dealer and Just Ask rental dealer, we locally provide the brands and selections that you need for your project. And don't forget the ice cream. Hometown Outdoor Power, with locations in Minneapolis, Saline, and McPherson, has been serving Central Kansas for over 20 years and is the largest power equipment dealer in the area. We strive to be the one-stop shop for all your power equipment needs. We provide full sales, service, and parts supply for your home, ag, or commercial contractor power equipment needs. Ask about our winter service program, and go Lions! The Messenger Clothing Company, with locations in Minneapolis and Salina, can design custom clothing for your team, business, group, or event with screen printing and embroidery. We feature online design and ordering for your convenience. Contact us at 785-823-7752 or by email at sales@messengerclothingcompany.com for all your custom clothing printing needs today. Go Minneapolis Lions!
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School as the Minneapolis Lions and the Southeast Saline Lady Trojans tied up at 32 here in the first half. Good first half of basketball for both squads. Nice job of the Lady Lions. They really did a good job. They did let Southeast back into it in the last 2 minutes, but if you take that out of the equation, you've got a really good first half of basketball. Probably one of the best I've seen by the Lady Lions this year so far.
But that weak 2 minutes there late in the second quarter, that 10-0 run by the Trojans really put a damper on the performance of the half.
Scoring wise for both squads, Southeast of Saline, Mary Tilburg with 2, Madison Fear with 4, Elena Yanakopoulos with 3, and Avery Castleman with 3, 8 by Keely Orr, and 12 by Carson Schlesinger. They had 4 3-pointers in the first half. They did not go to the free throw line. For the Minneapolis Lady Lions, scoring wise, Zoe Shoup has 5, and Cameron Cleveland has 5. Kirsty Nelson has 10, and Courtney Forte has 12. We were 6 for 8 from the free throw line. We had 4 3-pointers as well. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Courtney Forte. I think she's already got a double-double. We're not keeping track of it. It's got to be awful close.
Awful hard to imagine that she doesn't.
Yeah. So nice first half performance. I felt like the Lady Lions did a nice job of feeding the ball into the post, getting it into Courtney. Courtney had some great rebounds and great shots, but the guard play by Kirsty Nelson, Zoe Shoup, and Cameron Cleveland. Hats off to those 3 ladies as well. So nice job.
Rebound-wise, Minneapolis leads the Trojans 15-11. We've had 10 defensive boards to their 5 offensive, and we've cleared the defensive board 6 times compared to our 5 offensive. Turnover-wise, we have 8. Southeast has 5. I think we had some turnovers involved during that 10-0 run by the Southeast Saline Trojans, plus some missed shots. So the things that got us where we were going in the first half disappeared there for a few minutes. Hopefully we can get that back on track. Get some more 3-pointers and get this game back under control.
They are deeper bench-wise than we are. I need to go back and look, because I was thinking the first half against them, it was a 9-point ball game, 30-21. But then they just gradually outplayed us every quarter from that point on. But good first half of basketball with the Lady Lions. We got second half coming up here in about 5 minutes, and half-court trap. Nelson back to shooting the basketball. And they jump the pass right there. Schlesinger does. And they go back the other direction. Schlesinger back in the corner. Tilburg back to Yanakopoulos, and feed back to Schlesner for three. It's up and it's no good. They get their own rebound, and no good. Rebounded by Courtney Forte. That's 10. That's your 10th one right there, Dale. Got the double-double. And another turnover. We've got somebody asking if the broadcast is down, Bill.
It should be back up. It did cut down, but it should be back up.
Okay. Schlesner with the basketball. 38-32. Southeast with the lead. Schlesner takes a shot from the free throw line. No good. Rebounded by Cleveland. Back out to shoot. Shoot will bring it down, set it up. Shoot with the basketball. Gets it in. Another turnover.
Our third of the half.
Castleman checks in for Southeast. Schlesner with the basketball. Gets the backcourt to Castleman. Back to Yanakopoulos. Back to Tilburg. Tilburg drives in and can't get it back to Castleman. Castleman back to Yanakopoulos. Kicks it back out to Field. Back to Castleman. Castleman back to Tilburg for three. It's good. So 9-0 run for 9-0 runs. We've yet to score here in the second half. Cleveland will take the shot, and it's good. Nice answer by Cameron Cleveland as she answers with an open three.
Her second of the night, I think.
Yep. Swing pass all the way over to Castleman, and it's in and out. Rebounded by Nelson, back to Shoot. Shoot will bring it in and set it up. Back it goes. Same look the ball around. Now they're back into a man defense. Shoot drives in, up, and can't get it to fall, and she's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Southeast basketball. Get into Schlesner, back to Yanakopoulos. And she almost loses it and keeps it under control. Oh my goodness gracious, dear. They call it a backcourt violation on Southeast. I'm sorry we weren't talking through that, but Kirsten has a shoot, and Schlesner were going after it. And it was in the forecourt, but apparently she put her foot back, and while they were really on the ground, turns it over to Minneapolis. Kirstie Nelson into Courtney Forte, and she'll get fouled, and she'll go to the line, and foul is on Castleman.
Foul on Southeast.
Her second.
Avery Castleman, second personal foul at the line for Minneapolis. Courtney Forte.
Forte will go on.
Courtney shooting about 48% on the season. Pretty good tonight, though.
First one is up, and it is good. 41-36, 3:53 here in the third quarter. Second shot is up, and she makes them both. Nice job, Courtney. Definitely working on those free throws.
She sure set the 2-point basket from her current there with her defense.
Oh, wow. Three-pointer by Madison Fear. I just realized she's a lefty, and she drains the three. Back 44-37. I think that's maybe, it's for sure their second, if not third, three of the second half.
I believe you're correct.
All goes back to Shoot. Back it goes to Kozart, back to Shoot. Shoot with the basketball. 3-12. Nelson with the basketball. Cleveland takes it in the lane. Rebound, Cozart, and she can't get it, but nice job. Courtney Forte hits the backside rebound, and she puts it in. Courtney Forte with a nice big rebound right there.
On Southeast of Slate, Avery Castleman, her third personal foul.
And Avery Castleman gets number 3.
Tilburg and Keely Orr.
Second foul of the half on the Pistons.
Courtney will have a chance for the M1 here. And she gets a nice job, Courtney, from the free throw line tonight. Southeast, Schlesner with the basketball, kicks it back out. Oh yeah, nice call. There's a lot of footwork down there.
50 feet there without bouncing the basketball.
Turns it back over to Minneapolis. 44-40, 2:51 here in the third quarter. Shoot crosses the timeline, gets it on the corner to Cleveland. Cleveland back to shoot from the free throw line. And no good, but Courtney Forte gets the rebound. Oh, put back. Courtney Forte with another big rebound, and she has 19 points for the junior. Nice shot, Courtney Forte.
19 points and 12 rebounds.
Ball goes back as they take the three-point shot. No good, rebounded by Schlesner. Rebound miss, picked up by Shoot. 44-42, back to within 2-10. Minneapolis on a nice run right here, gets it down low. Cameron Cleveland up and can't get it. And Cleveland gets a rebound. She puts it up and good. Cameron Cleveland with the rebound in the paint. Puts it up for her 10th point tonight. Southeast calls the timeout. Tied up at 44. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Great hustle by the Lady Lions off the boards. Nice job.
7-0 run for the Lions to get back in this game.
The Lady Lions have 3 players in double figures. Cameron Cleveland with 10, Christy Nelson with 10, and 19 big points for Courtney Forte. Nice job by the Lady Lions.
You know, Scott, the girls could have folded.
Oh, yeah. They went on
The coaches came out 3, 5, 6, 9-point run to open the quarter.
Yeah.
And they didn't panic. They kept their nose to the grindstone, got right back in this, had a 7-0 run of their own. And how big are those free throws by Courtney Forte?
Well, how big are the rebounds as well? And she's just done a nice job all around. Lady Lions having a great basketball game tonight here at Southeast of Saline. Tied up at 44. 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
Coming into tonight, Courtney was shooting 47.8% on free throws. She's leading percentage-wise on 2-point goals, 42.1%. 184 rebounds coming into tonight on the season.
She already holds the single game record, right?
25, yes.
Schlesner with the basketball for Southeast on the right-hand side. Gets it back over to Fear with the eye, gets it back to Yanakopoulos. Yanakopoulos back to Tilburg, back to Schlesner. Schlesner drives, kicks it back out. Schlesner will kick it back in. Good ball movement. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound by Forte. Back to Shoot. So Lady Lions have a chance to take the lead here in the third quarter. 1:30 left to go in the third. Ball goes to Nelson. Nelson with the basketball. Ball in the Cleveland in the paint. And it's good. Nice job, Cameron Cleveland, as she gets another big bucket in the paint.
A 9-0 run now.
Now on Southeast of Slate, Tilburg.
Tilburg, let's make it 10. First
Line for the Lady Lions. Cameron Cleveland.
Free throws up, and it's off the mark. Forte with the rebound, and she did get fouled. Nice job. As Courtney Forte, another big rebound.
Her second personal foul.
Orr gets the rebound, and Forte will go back to the line.
Courtney Forte.
Shot is up, and it is good. She front runs it in. Nice shot, Courtney Forte. She'll have another one coming. Lady Lions have the 3-point lead. Shot is up, and it's good. Wow, goodness. Nice job, Courtney Forte with a big night.
Free throw, knocking them down.
Field with the basketball, and she's going to walk with it, yeah. Good call. Turnover, 1:10 left to go here in the third quarter. Lady Lions have the lead and the ball, 48-44. Ball goes into Shoop to set this up as she will cross the timeline. 1:04 left to go here in the third quarter. Shoop on the right-hand side. She'll get it to Nelson. They held Nelson tight in the second half. They get it into Forte. Forte in the paint. Can't get it, and had a lot of pressure on her. No call. Gets it back over to Schlazer, and she travels with it. Yeah. And that the coach is just chewing on the official on that one. And she's trying to chew on any official she can. She hits the other official, and he said, I didn't make the call. Back it goes to Shoot. Shoot back to Nelson. 35 seconds left. Nelson will drive back to Shoot. Oh, Maddie Lang. Nice hustle by Zoe Shoot to keep that one. And we got a turnover. Yeah. Nice hustle by the Lady Lions. They just couldn't quite hold on to it.
4 turnovers apiece now in this half on the squads.
Schlazer with the basketball. And back to Yanakopoulos. Yanakopoulos back to Fear. 11 seconds left. Watch the three. They swing it back out to Schlazer. She takes it. She luckily misses it. Forte with a nice little rebound. Back to Shoot. 2 seconds. 1 second. Shot is up and from about three-quarter court. Too long. But Minneapolis takes a big run right there, Dale. To finish the quarter and lead the Trojans 48-44. Lady Lions outscored 16-12. As you said, big run by the Lady Lions to have the lead at the end of 3. 48-44. We'll be right back. We're listening to Saline TV on top. Thank you, Radio. Eagle Communications Channel 20.
The Ready for Faith Bank wants to be your hometown bank. Locations in Minneapolis, Bennington, and Saline. We're proud to provide hometown relationship banking. We provide both consumer and commercial banking service, along with customer wealth management. Contact us today. All of your financial service needs. Go Lions. We're with you all the way. The Citizens Bank Banking Trust is located in Minneapolis and Melbourne. Proudly supporting Minneapolis High School Lions. Contact either Owen Kimball or Jeff for all of your banking needs. Be it home, personal, business, or trust services. We feature online banking, checking and savings accounts, loans, IRAs, and certificates of deposit to help fulfill your hometown banking needs.
Southeast has the ball to start second half in the hands of Schlazer. Schlazer back to Yanakopoulos. Yanakopoulos on the left-hand side. Swing pass all the way over here to Tilburg, and she misses front end and rebounded by a good call. Maddie Lang, she had good position on that. She did get a little shove there. And foul was called on 15th foul on the Lady Trojans. All goes to Lang back to Shoot back to Nelson for 3. Can't quite get it. Great hustle by Courtney Forte. Boy, did she chase that down. It was a good hustle by Courtney Forte, though. Nice rebound. She was a little push maybe out of bounds. Turnover back to Southeast. I'll take a turnover like that. I don't like them, but hey, that's a hustle turnover. So 3-point shot up and from him, no good. Rebound by Lang back to Shoot. 48-44. Shoot gets it up to Nelson, and she's gonna. Oh wow! Nice shot, Kirsty Nelson. And she fights hard for that, and she stayed after it.
14-0 run for the Lady Lions.
And they call Yanakopoulos with the push-off as she had a little forearm shiver there. And that'll be her third personal foul.
Team foul 6.
(50-44). Shoot with the basketball. Gets it back to Lang. Back to Cleveland. Cleveland, the drive. Takes the shot. Up and nice shot, Cameron Cleveland, as she has a nice big bucket right there. 14-point of the night for Cameron.
A 14-0 run for the Lady Lions.
Deep three, I fear, no good. Rebounded by Lang. Maddie having some nice rebounds.
Her third defensive rebound in a row.
Shoot with the basketball. Gets it back to Nelson. Nelson back to Shoot. 6-18. Shoot. Crossover dribble. Gets it back out to Cleveland. Cleveland in the paint. She'll take it. Oh! Rebound picked up by Courtney Forte. Misses the shot. Rebounded by Schlesner. Schlesner up. No good. And Courtney is going to have it tipped out of bounds off of her, and it will stay with Southeast. Castleman checks in for Southeast. 52-44. Minneapolis on a big run right here. And they will get it into Castleman. Back it goes to Freer. Freer back to Schlesner. Schlesner takes the shot. No good. Rebounded by Lang. Lang back to Shoot. Lang probably on her fourth defensive rebound in a row. Shoot, crossover dribble, goes all the way in, and she can get fouled by Yanakopoulos. I believe that'll be number 4.
Okay, so Zoe for 2, and that'll be the 7th team foul on the Trojans.
Shoot will go to the line. And misses that one. Tilburg checks in for Yanakopoulos.
Zoe shooting 40.5% on the season from the free throw line.
And she misses both of them. And Courtney Forte comes up with a rebound. We throw it over, yeah. Castleman back to Fear. Nice pass in the paint. No good. Rebound. Gracious. By Forte. Back to Nelson. And she can get fouled by Schlesner. So, wow. The Southeast has not scored probably since, I'm going to say, midway through the third quarter.
Yeah.
Southeast calls a full timeout. Is that right? Yeah, they still had 44 at the end of 3. So we had a big 12-0 run, and we extended that by another 4 points. So 16-0 run by the later on.
Unofficially, Courtney has 20 rebounds.
Wow.
She came into the evening for season rebounds, 11th on the list of MHS records. So, and there were several girls not too far ahead of her, so she's climbed up that ladder quite a bit tonight.
Well, she's having a great night.
Minneapolis Ag Truck Services and built-in discounts by using your CVA fuel card. We also support ag operations by providing bulk removal of lubricants, fuel, and propane. Contact Carl Serene at 785-392-3031 for your ag energy needs. Go MHS Lions.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School. Kirsty Nelson at the line for a 1-on-1. As Schlesner had picked up her second personal. First one is up, and it's good. 53-44, 5-11 here in the quarter. Second shot is up and makes them both. Nice job, Kirsty Nelson.
16-0 run.
18 later. Was it 18? 18, yep. I don't know something. I could be wrong. They just got it. They just broke that. Fear with the bucket. Her 12th point of the night. 54-46. Just under 5 minutes. Oh, great defense by Schlesinger, and she's going to take it all the way in. Great job by Schlesinger. Wow. 54-48. Lady Lions call timeout, full timeout. So Southeast scores 4 quick points to make it 54-48. 6-point ball game. 4:42 here in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back.
At Hometown Hardware, we're proud to support our Minneapolis Lions. Think of us for all your home, farm, or business project needs. As a True Value hardware dealer and Just Ask rental dealer, we locally provide the brands and selections that you need for your project. And don't forget the ice cream. These live video broadcasts are sponsored in part by Chuck's Collision. When the potentially inevitable occurs and your vehicle needs repairs or body or glass, remember Chuck's Collision. They'll bring you satisfaction in your automotive restoration needs. Contact Chuck at 705-392-2734. Collision at 1556 K106 Highway.
Welcome back. Minneapolis with the basketball here, up by 6. 4:41 left to go in the ball game. Shoot crosses the timeline. Back to Cleveland. She's really tough. And we turn the ball over. Gosh darn it. Southeast is really going to start putting some pressure on us. And unfortunately, we turned 2 of them back-to-back over. Schlesinger with the basketball. They definitely want it in her hands, and she does run the offense nicely. And that's going to be a foul on the floor. That'll be our second personal foul. Cleveland? No. Yep. 11, Cameron Cleveland. Okay. Third. Yep. Southeast inbounds. Schlesinger at the top. Gets it back out to Fear. Back to Schlesinger. High screen. Free throw line shot up and good. Schlesinger, 6 unanswered points. Has her 19th point of the night. Shooting the basketball. And they get that trap at the top. They came out with the trap to start the second half, and it was very effective. And then they set it back out of it. And Kirsten misses it, comes back the other direction to Schlesinger, 54-50. And nice hustle there by Minneapolis with the steal by Shoot. Back to Cleveland. Cleveland with the basketball. Back to Shoot. 3 minutes left here. Gets it back to Nelson. Back to Shoot. Shoot. Gets it back to Kirsty Nelson. Kirsty will take the runner in the lane. Can't get it to fall. Gets it back into the hands of Fear. Madison back to Schlesinger. Oh, wow. Great run into the lane. Schlesinger with the layup in the paint. Gets a big one right there. Her 21st point of the night. And we're going to turn the ball over again. Wow. 3 minutes left to go. There. Half-court trap is really hurting us here. Yanakopoulos checks in for Southeast. Well, our 17-0 run is being diminished right now by the 8-0 run to pull them back within 2 points. 2:59 remaining here in the fourth quarter with the Lions with a narrow lead. And we've got 9 turnovers in this half.
So really stick around with the games. We got a nice group of young men to honor. Thank you.
That's getting brought to you by C&R Plating in Minneapolis. Kevin Klein and the rest of the crew at C&R Plating, proud to support the youth of Minneapolis and all they do.
When it's go time with it, the Pioneer team is with you when the word go, every step of the way. With high-performing Pioneer brand products and local insights, they help you choose a lineup of products tailored to your fields and proven just down the road. See Shelby at River Hill C as Pioneer brand products. And go Lions!
And welcome back to Southeast Saline High School. 54-52, 3 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Great basketball game, Dale. Southeast, it's been some runs. Minneapolis had a big run. Southeast Saline's answering it. Right now, we need to get a stop and then a bucket. 53, Schlazer with the basketball. Picks up a dribble, gets back over here to Tilburg. Tilburg, oh wow, wide open. They didn't hit her though. And they will get it to Yanakopoulos, back to in the paint to Schlazer, back to Fear. Kicks it back out as they were working up. Tilburg back to Fear. Fear for three, and it's good. Madison Fear as they take the lead back by one as she hits a big three right there. Her 15th point of the night. Shooting the basketball. Gets it into Forte. Forte in the paint. And she's going to get the bucket. They count it! Oh my goodness! Wow! So I can't believe that one. I thought they were going to get her for a travel on that. There was a lot of contact. But she gets the bucket. And she'll go to the free throw line for the M1.
So the 11-0 run for Southeast comes to an end with that bucket by Courtney Forte.
56-55, 2:21. Fifth foul by Yanakopoulos, so she fouls out. Free throw is up and off the mark. Her first miss from the free throw line tonight. Yanakopoulos fouls out as they put in Castleman. And bucket is up and good by Tilburg as she gets a runner in the paint. Back it goes. Nelson back to shoot. Paint shot, no good. And Forte with the big rebound. And it's good. Courtney Forte with another big rebound. And the putback as she's having a career night tonight. 58-57, back to a 1-point ball game. Off the mark, rebounded by Forte. And she's going to get fouled. Forte is going to get fouled after she gets the rebound. And she will walk back the other direction to the line. Schlazer picks up number 3. Yanakopoulos ends the night with 3 points. Forte back the line. And it's good. Nice shot. Courtney Forte. 59-57, 137 left to go in this ball game. Second one is up, and she can't get it to fall. Southeast Saline with the basketball. Schlazer tries all the way in, pulls it back out, gets it back, and they're going to get a foul. Just the third foul on the Lady Lions. There's fouls on the Trojans. You know, and it's not. They've been aggressive. Yeah. So they've not been ticky-tack. They've just been aggressive. Schlazer. Great move by Kaylee Orr. And they've got a tie ball game as they've got 3 players now in double figures. Tied up at 59, 1:11 left to go. Oh. And we turn the ball over. Can't quite hold on to it. That would have been a tough one. And they turn it back in the hands of Shoot. 56 seconds left to go in this ball game. Shoot will bring it down across the timeline. Minneapolis is going to call a timeout. So under a minute left, 52 seconds. The Lady Lions and Southeast Saline Trojan tied up at 59. We'll be right back. You're listening to Saline TV Minneapolis. We'll be right back.
Maddie Lyon with a big reach in and grab of that ball to go along with all these defensive rebounds she's going to get tonight. We'll be right back.
For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments.
To American Family Insurance Agent Scott Oshman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Oshman Agency with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions. The Messenger Clothing Company with locations in Minneapolis and Saline can design custom clothing for your team, business, group, or event. The screen printing and embroidery. We feature online design and ordering for your convenience. Contact us at 785-823-7752 or by email at sales@messengerclothingcompany.com for all your custom clothing printing needs today. Go Minneapolis Lions.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School. Dale Leach, myself, Scott Oshman. 52 seconds left. Lady Lions had the ball, and they will get it into Cameron Cleveland. Cleveland back to shoot as they pressure her. Gets it back to Cleveland in the paint. Pulls it back out wisely. Gets it back to shoot. 41 seconds. Shoot back to Nelson. Nelson, they trap her. Back to shoot. Shoot back to Forte. Forte back to Lang. Lang back to shoot. Shoot back to Nelson. 26 seconds left. They get it into Forte. Forte in the paint. And it's up, and it's no good. And the rebound. Out of 16 seconds. Schlazer with the basketball. And they need to foul her, and they do. So, 12 seconds. We've still got some fouls to go, but we just want to try to delay some, them getting a shot there.
Yeah, you don't want them to get a good shot off.
No, you don't.
Don't foul them on the shot, but you don't want them to get a good shot off.
And Southeast Saline is going to call timeout. So 12.2 seconds left, tied up at 59 here at Southeast.
I was a little amazed. We were running clock there. I thought we were probably going to take the clock down to real close before we tried to shoot it. And to see if they would foul us before that and put us in the line because we were in the double bonus. But we took the shot earlier than I thought we were going to, and unfortunately,
that's who I would have wanted to blow in the hands, though. To take that shot. She was contested.
Yeah.
Two people. They were on her. But that was definitely. If you had it in the paint, that's who you wanted to have. So.
And it wasn't far off.
No, it wasn't. Matter of fact, I thought it might have bounced in. So, Southeast inbounds as the freshman to pull the trigger. That's a lot of pressure on the freshman to pull it in. And they get it. They do get it into Orr back to Fear. 6 seconds, and they're going to call number 2 on Kirsty. And now they're going to inbounds underneath their own basket. So, got to watch that open shot. 2 more fouls to give. Shot it in the paint. No good. Yeah, they get the rebound, and they get it. Wow. What a finish right there. That's a tough one. Tough loss for Minneapolis as Schlazer gets the backside rebound and puts it in. Wow. Tough loss for Huskies. What a performance by Minneapolis. They just couldn't get it to roll at the end. And wow. What a performance by the Lady Lions. What a performance by the girls, period.
Wow. These Lady Trojans went up to Beloit. Opportunity won by 2, 40-38. And we almost knocked them off on their home court. Yeah. Quite the performance tonight.
59 points by the Lady Lions. I think that's the most for us this year. Positive, that's the most.
You can look at the front of the book, too.
We'll be right back. Yeah, 52 is the highest.
Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
They won the state championship baseball in 15.
Pat and Lynette Donovan at Ag by Air have been supporting ag operations in the Minneapolis and Delphos area for over 20 years with top, up-to-date, and competitive aerial application service. Ag by Air is located at 974 Highway K-106 south of Minneapolis. It can be reached at 785-392-3300 for questions and scouting your field, chemical recommendations, or conditional work. Ag by Air, proud sponsor of the Minneapolis High School Lions. The Lions of Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the Davidson Agency, with offices in Delphos, Minneapolis, and Bennington. As a nationwide insurance agent and also an independent agent, they provide hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years. For home, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-4202. Hometown Outdoor Power with locations in Minneapolis, Saline, and McPherson has been serving Central Kansas for over 20 years and is the largest power equipment dealer in the area. We're proud to be the one-stop shop for all your power equipment needs. We provide full sales, service, and parts supply for your home, ag, or commercial contractor power equipment needs. Ask about our winter service program and go Lions.
But anyway, it's a great accomplishment, and we of course want to honor. And there's some memorabilia and stuff right out there in the lobby, so get a chance to look at it. And these guys will be upstairs over there drinking coffee and telling stories. If you get a chance to tell them hi, just do that. Thank you very much, go Trojans.
Hometown Outdoor Power with locations in Minneapolis, Saline, and McPherson has been serving Central Kansas for over 20 years and is the largest power equipment dealer in the area. We're proud to be the one-stop shop for all of your power equipment needs. Provide full sales, service, and parts supply for your home, ag, or commercial contractor power equipment needs. Ask about our winter service program and go Lions.
Ready to go? Ready. Go for it. Miguel, great basketball game by the Lady Lions and the Southeast Saline Trojans tonight here at Southeast Saline High School. Tough loss as we end up losing by 2, but wow, what a performance by the Lady Lions. That's the most points they've scored all year. I felt like that pretty much a complete game. A couple times they lacked, the negative would be their turnovers, but overall Lady Lions, I just was very impressed with their performance tonight. Run through some stats real quick. Some interesting ones, Dale. Southeast Saline did have 3 3-pointers in the second half. But the scoring-wise, Avery Castleman had 3, Eleni Anakopoulos had 3, 7 by Mary Tilburg, 10 by Keely Orr, 15 by Madison Fear, and 23 by Carson Schlesner. This is the stat that's interesting. 1 free throw. Wow. 1 for 1 from the free throw line.
Well, we had, 3 fouls,
Yeah.
4 fouls in the second half. Amazing.
So,
I don't know what it was in the first half, but it wasn't any more.
Well, I can tell you real quick, we only had 2, 4, 6, 8 fouls total. Yeah, 8 fouls total, and 2 of those fouls came late in the game trying to slow them down.
They weren't shooting fouls generally.
No, they weren't. So scoring-wise for the Minneapolis Lady Lions, 3 players in double figures now. Zoe Shoup had 5. Cameron Cleveland had a great night with 14. I'm not sure if that's her career high or not.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, awfully close. Christy Nelson had 14. Courtney Ford, 26 points for Courtney. 22 rebounds. She was unofficial, and she was 8 for 10 from the free throw line. Yeah. So overall, Lady Lions were 8 for 13 in the second half from the free throw line, 14 and 21 from the ball game. Just a nice performance by the girls tonight. Hated to see them come up with a loss, a close one, but wow. This should show those girls they got some fight in them. Those two seniors are all going to be done.
They've got some fight in them, and they've got some good play in them, and heading in towards postseason. Yeah. This ought to do well for them.
You know, and Courtney Forte is definitely establishing herself as a great soft soccer and paint, putting on rebounds, and another great performance scoring-wise. That might be a career high for her points-wise at 26.
I think it is.
So, nice job by the Lady Lions tonight. Unfortunately, they come up 2 points short, 61 to 59.
We outscored them in the first quarter, 19-13. They returned the favor in the second quarter, leading us 19-13. We outscored them in the third, 16-12, and they outscored us in the fourth, 17-11, to take the 2-point victory. We had 25 rebounds in the second half to their 12. We beat them on rebounds 40 to 23.
26 points.
Yeah. We had
2 rebounds.
10 turnovers in the second half to their 6. So we had 18 turnovers overall for 11 for the Lady Trojans. Again, Courtney Forte with 26 points and 22 rebounds. Scott, we've seen a lot of good basketball since we've been doing this. In our 20 years of doing these, and I didn't know if I would ever see a post player be as effective or more effective than Jordan Clausen. We graduated in 2007, but I think we're seeing one that could potentially take that mantle away.
Yeah, and she's a junior, and she is definitely getting her footwork down, and she's got good hands now. That's the thing that you don't always see with those post players is they may have the size and they may have the footwork, but they don't always have the hands. Yep. And Courtney's definitely doing a nice job tonight. The season-wise, just having a good year. So.
Player of the game, sponsored by the Robertson Monuments Company. We're going to go with the 17-0 run by the Lady Lions late in the third quarter and early in the fourth to put them out to what I was hoping was going to be an insurmountable lead. Then Southeast ended with a 10-0 run themselves to go ahead by 1, and then it was a seesaw from there. Player of the game, no doubt.
No doubt.
Even though 2 of the girls, 14 points, Courtney Forte, 26 points, and officially 22 rebounds. Just astounding. Well, we'll be back with the boys game coming up shortly. Dale Leach and Scott Oshman to sign off here. We have 9.5 minutes left on the clock. We'll be back.